Hey, it's Sam Feldt. Check out my interview on CreativeDisc.com, the number one music website in Indonesia. See you soon.
Hey, you're on Creative Desk exclusive interview. My name is Danie Cung, and right now we're gonna have some times with someone special, a famous DJ from the Netherlands who is known for hits, the remix of Robin S. Show Me Love, and of course, his track Post Malone, which is so popular on Spotify. And now he's ready to smash the world with his dancing new tunes Stronger featuring Kesha. This is Sammy Boeddha Renders, aka Sam Feldt. Hi!
Hey, what's up? Happy to be here. What a great introduction.
Wow, of course, I read a lot about you because
That's awesome.
I'm so starstruck with you because the I thought maybe in 2016 I met you once at Bali for
Okay.
wake up call at
Wake Up
2016.
Call Festival. Yeah,
Yes,
at the Potato Head.
yeah, but they had. And and for sure I post the picture of you on my Instagram and you leave some comment on my post. Back then I was so happy because I got
I always
reply.
I always try to I always try to do that. Yeah.
I got reply from someone famous. Okay, are you still doing it for some reason stalking someone pictures on Instagram, tag picture and leave some comments with here?
Yeah. Like I always try to reply to my fans as much as I can on Instagram and on social media. So I'm quite active.
Oh, I see. Okay, maybe we have to introduction first. Sammy Boeddha Renders, and your stage name is Sam Feldt. How that was happen? Why you choose the name
I mean,
FELDT?
yeah, so Sammy Boeddha Renders is a little bit of a long name for a DJ, so it can be difficult to pronounce. So that's why I needed a shorter name. So everybody calls me Sam. And by the time I was starting off as a DJ in melodic house and deep house, um, a lot of Germans were really successful, like Robin Schulz, like Paul Kalkbrenner. So I decided if I'm gonna do deep house, I need to have a German sounding name. I'm from Amsterdam, but
All right.
I went on Google and I typed in German last names and I saw Felt and I thought, oh, that's a really cool name. So I picked it. So that took only maybe 5 minutes to decide. I was creating my SoundCloud account and I needed a name and that was it. So it was not a very long process.
All right. So are you proud with you choose the name Felt at your as your
Yeah,
stage
I,
name?
yeah. Well, I made my logo in like 5 minutes and I'm still using the same logo. So I guess I'm happy with it.
All right. Okay. What what made you choose to be a DJ or producer? Any interesting point maybe back then?
I started as a DJ when I was about, I think, 11 or 12, and I was already producing a little bit in Logic back then, and then I switched to FL Studio a little bit later. But DJing was always the main thing for me until I was around 17, and then I realized that if you want to become a famous DJ, you need to make your own tracks. So then I really got sucked to the production community and learning how to make my own songs. So that came a little bit later, but I think right now it's the perfect mix. Making your own songs and then playing them out live, and that's just the best experience.
All right. So maybe can I say the producer thingy is the one thing that you dream of your very young age, and then like say you proud of it right now?
Yeah. I always wanted to become a big DJ ever since I was very young. In my bedroom, I was DJing in my bedroom and I was closing my eyes and I
Oh,
imagined a big crowd. And now I'm actually performing at the biggest festivals all over the world. So yeah, it's definitely for me, it's a dream come true.
all right. Maybe your dream was like perform in front of a lot of people, but this time with this pandemic is still ongoing. We still have no party, no clubs. Um, is it bad or is it good for you personally because you can play it in front of real people?
Um, to be honest, it's got both good things and bad things. You know, it's good that I now have more focus on my music. It's good that I'm sleeping more, that I'm feeling more healthy. But it's also bad because I cannot do my passion. I cannot, perform, and that gives me so much energy. So I think it's a balance, right? And I think I've learned a lot of lessons over the last year. Uh, so I'm definitely gonna balance it a little bit better, but I miss the performing and the connection with my fans.
Yes, connection is important, right? You
Yeah,
can
I think
feel.
so. Yeah, I get so much energy from it.
All right. Let's talk about your single after "Show Me Love" in 2015 and "Summer on You" on 2016. Yes, featuring Akon at 2017 and Post Malone at maybe 2019. You, who made you famous with number of streaming on streaming service? Do you feel some burden to release a hit after hit after hit every year? Because I think that you release a lot of single, a lot of great tracks each year. So do you feel some burden with that?
I don't feel a burden. It's just a music that I love to make. So I love making dance pop music that's very suitable for the radio and for streaming. And I don't feel the pressure that every song has to be a hit. I've been very lucky over the last couple of years, especially for example, Post Malone. It was a demo. It was a bonus track on a EP with no
Okay.
promo. It wasn't even a single. So I expected nothing, and it became my biggest hit. So you never know what is going to happen. So that's also why I don't put any pressure on it, because sometimes you expect a lot, and it's a flop, and sometimes you expect nothing, and it becomes your biggest hit. So I just try to make good music for my fans, and then I'll just see what the results is.
Okay. Speaking of the good music, can I get know about your inspired what inspired you to make a great song?
For me, usually it's vocals. So it's
Okay.
it's working with strong lyrics, with a strong vocalist, and then building the song around it. That's usually where I get my most inspiration, and also live
Okay.
instruments. So listening to, for example, live guitars, live saxophones, stuff like that, and sampling that also gives me a lot of inspiration. So usually when I don't know what to make, I either go look for a good vocal or I go look for a cool sample.
So the first thing is vocal first and then the music second.
Yeah, usually. Yeah. That's how I start. So I start with the vocal, and then I kind of build the chords around it. Then I build the arrangement, and then I kind of build the instrumental hook, so the melody in the drop. So that's
Is it
usually the process.
okay? Is it hard to like making some melodies because I know the one thing I just got noticed from your song is there there always some catchy part with some great tunes and great vocals on it. Maybe is it like coincidence or you prepare it all along?
No, I mean, every pop song has to have a strong chorus and a strong hook that people can sing along to at the festivals, at home, on the radio. So that's what I'm looking for, when I'm deciding, if I'm going to work with a specific song or a specific someone. Is does it have that factor, that catchiness factor that Sam Feldt music has, and it's a big part of my song making process.
Okay. Uh, maybe because you got a lot of song and maybe people will recognize your song as a Sam Feldt music. But personally, what makes your music different than others?
Well, for me, it's about a few key ingredients. So first, it's melodies. The second, it's strong vocals. Third, it's emotion. And usually it's got some sort of summer vibe to it a little bit. So I'm always I'm a big fan of the summer right now. It's of course winter here in the Netherlands, and it's cold and it's gray, and I can't wait to come back to Bali and Indonesia
Yeah.
because the weather is much better. But I get happy in the sun, and that's something that I
Okay.
want to spread with my music as well.
All right. All right. All right. Okay. Talking about your new song, Stronger, is your latest hits in 2021, and you've got Kesha. Uh, how did how did it happen at the very first place? Tell us more about it.
So Kesha approached me in the beginning of 2020 with the idea to do a song together. And when I first heard the idea for Stronger, I immediately loved the message.
Oh,
You know, it
what's the
sends a,
message then?
I think the message of the song is becoming stronger through difficult times. And I think that's something that in the last year, everybody has kind of experienced. You know, it's been a very hard year for a lot of us,
It is.
being at home, not being able to work, financial problems, loneliness. There's a lot of things, that COVID has kind of done to our lives. And I think this song is very hopeful. So I think it's all
Oh,
about, okay, yes, we've had a rough year, but through these lessons that we've learned, we can come out stronger. And I love that.
okay. Do you have any experience like having this song with this specific meanings before, or just
Yeah, yeah.
this is
I
new one for you?
all my No, no, no. All my songs kind of have a deeper meaning. It has evolved a little bit over the years because I get older now too, and I get a little bit more mature, and I think about different things, and not just about partying like Post Malone and doing shots of Bacardi, but I'm also thinking about things that really matter, right? So for example, my track "The Best Days" that I released end of last year is all about like finding strength and finding happiness in the things that are close to you. So maybe your
Yeah.
friends and your partner and your parents and your house. And just like my EP "Home Sweet Home," well, the name says it all,
Yes.
right? So I think it's important to make music that is relevant to the current times that people can relate with and hopefully pull some strength out of, especially
Of
in these
course.
times. And when the times get better, I will be making more happy music.
Oh, of course. Rather than the sad music or the maybe tears music, teary music.
Yeah, well, it's I mean it's emotional. It's a little bit melancholic. I won't say sad because it's always hopeful.
Okay.
Like Sam Feldt is like I always try to make music with a message that's at least hopeful and uplifting. But yeah, I think we're almost at the end of the tunnel together. That's how I feel about it, and that's also what I want to spread with my music.
Okay. Uh, After the Stronger with Kesha, and maybe is there any clue? Will it be released on the new album or EP, something like that?
Um, I think if we're gonna do an album this year, I will definitely put the track on because I feel like it's part of the next chapter. It's part of the new Sam. So I'm definitely gonna do
Oh,
that. I don't know when the album will come out. Maybe this year or next year. It really depends on the other singles. I've got about 25 songs that I'm working on right now. So yeah, we'll have to see a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely part of the new Sam.
oh, can you get another clue? I mean, another teaser with the new Sam, new Sam. What's different with the old Sam?
Well, I get the beginning of this year, or actually at the ending of last year, I removed all my posts from Instagram. I
Oh
kind
yeah,
of went dark for a couple of weeks, and the reason I did that was to show my fans that it was time for the next chapter. And what that kind of means is that with every aspect, we're going to the next level. Like I said, the songs have a deeper meaning. The collaborators, the artists I'm working with are going to be bigger. The live show is going to be completely new. I'm going to have new visuals. So kind of because I've been at home for a year, and I feel like I should be coming with a lot of new material and really take a step up from where we were last year. And that was also good, but
yeah.
I'm almost 28, so
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
to level up.
Okay, okay. What will you do next after the Stronger? Are you will releasing another single or another remix version?
I'm actually releasing two remixes of Stronger very soon. So one is actually my own club mix that I've just finished, so that will come out soon. And I've got a club mix from Frank Walker that is going
Oh,
to come out. So that's going to be cool. And then I think there's one more remix, EDM artist, and then I will come with the next single.
okay. What will you see yourself and in at 2021?
In 2021, hopefully I'll be back on tour.
Of course.
Hopefully I'll be seeing fans again and playing all the music that I've finished during the pandemic. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, to go back on tour and play a lot of parties and yeah, I mean
You like
get
party,
back to
right?
become well. I like partying and also like the performing part. Like I love to feel that energy from the crowd. I just miss it right now. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, the maybe the last thing. Any message to your Indonesian fans?
Yeah, I miss you guys.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I've always loved coming to Indonesia. One of my last performances was actually in Indonesia.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, I always have a good time there. I miss your food, I miss your people, and I
What?
can't wait to come back. I think one of the first places I will actually go when Indonesia.
Okay. Talking about your, I heard that you love Indonesian food. What food that you specifically like from Indonesia?
Wow. I've had so many different ones. For example, the rendang is amazing. That's one of my favorites.
Or
You've got the sayur, right?
yeah,
The
sayur
bean,
vegetables.
sayur. That yeah, and then you have the beans, right, with the sambal. That's
Uh,
amazing. The,
gado-gado.
the green beans with the sambal. I don't like
Yeah.
I don't know the name. Gado is also
We got
amazing.
a lot of kind of food that comes with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beans and the
And
peanut butter or something like that.
and of course the classic nasi goreng is I could eat it every day for breakfast, for lunch,
Wow.
for yeah.
What kind of
It's
ideal
not
nasi goreng from for Sam Feldt?
eat
What
so
this
much.
idea nasi goreng for Sam Feldt? It has
Uh,
to
I
yeah,
mean, very
sausage.
very spicy. Yeah, very
Okay.
spicy. Very like two eggs, maybe some nice chicken on the side.
You make me hungry.
Yeah, yeah. Like some nice soy sauce and a very spicy one. With the small peppers. That's
Oh,
that's amazing.
okay. Okay. Come to Indonesia and we will serve you that kind of food. Okay. I
Perfect.
promise
I
you.
will. I will. I will be back soon, man.